All right, so we've in our last assignment we created a 5-color poster using a 4-color background and a spot color for the text. In this assignment, you're going to take that poster and you're going to reduce it to a 2-color version and a 1-color version. Now, this is pretty simple procedure, but let me first open up the example that I created for this assignment. Yours is going to look different, but the process will be the same. We'll open up Adobe Illustrator. And here we see the poster. And remember, this is our spot color that we added. We converted to curves, or outlines, excuse me, paths and outlines, the text there. And here we have the background photo that we used. Now, my version, I put a mask on and dropped another color and brushed it over the top. Your version may be different, but the process will remain the same. So, right here, here's my adjustment layer, and there's the color. But what we can do here now, we want to get back to this basic file, so you can shut off anything you may have done. And I want to go down and add an adjustment layer, and it's going to go to black and white. All right, so now this photo here is black and white. You can go up to image mode and change it to grayscale. I generally don't flatten the file if I don't have to. It doesn't change much as a color profile. So now I'm going to save this as save as, and we'll call it Eddie BW black and white, and hit save. Okay. Now we'll go back into Illustrator, and what we'll do is we'll remove this file and we'll replace it with Eddie BW. Set it in the corner. It's obviously come in at a very large size, so we'll fit all in window. And I will come over here, grab the scaling. We can grab the arrow, move it here a little bit, scale it down a little bit. There we go. We got about the size we want. Watch. Make sure it keep shift pressed so it shrinks symmetrically as you do it. I'll move it over here to make sure it fits our artboard. Use the up and down arrows to do the final refinement. Okay, there it is. Then I'm going to select this and go arrange and send to back. Now what we have, we took that 4-color poster and we turned it into a 2-color poster. We still have our spot color here, but this is all black and white. So now it will print out at 2 colors, and if you're using offset printing, that can bring your print costs down. So now if we're going to change this, so what we can do here now is we can go into window, artboards. Our artboards are, make sure artboards is open. Find it here. I'm going to add an artboard. So now I have another area where I can build a poster right next to it. We can go, I'm going to select all this like that. Control C to copy it. And I'm going to come over to this artboard with Control V. There I have another copy. Alright, so we have two copies of the exact same thing. Now what we can do here is, in this case, I'm going to select this and I'm going to lock it. Just selection. So now I can work with this information here and not select that. So the background's locked. So this is already white. So what we want to do is we want to change this information here to white. You can go under here, color, make sure color is open. Find it over here, color, go there. Oh, excuse me, popped out of the, come here, and so click there, and now I've changed that to white, and I can make this whole thing grayscale. There we go. So now what you have here is you have your same poster. Here it's two color, here it's one color. That will always print black and white. As you can see, the configuration here will be a lot less expensive. And watch that last step I did. I selected this and turned this to white, and then I came under the colors area and changed the whole file to grayscale. Now let's save it out. Go to a PDF, and you've taken those two, or you've taken the 5 color example, and now you brought this to the printer. You can print it in black and white. They can print it in 2 colors. You have a 5 color version, and this is just something that you can, you know, if you're dealing with a client, and remember this is mostly for offset printing, but sometimes the price will come down in digital printing for black and white as well. But this will save money because the offset printing process can be run on a smaller press. It's not as labor intensive. There's not as much production creating plates and etc. etc. So the price of this will be significantly less than the 5 color version. This will be a little more expensive than black and white, but still both less than the 5 color. All right.